What's up, guys? Mark back here with yet another video, and it's now about 3 days after the gallery opening. And of course, I would love to be able to thank everyone for their comments and everything, but I definitely want to thank my YouTube friends that constantly follow me: Eric Rossi, Joe Jackson, Dre over at EMIP TV. Even though he's not doing photography videos anymore, he still apparently is following me. I happened to catch one of his live streams the other day, so thank you, Dre. And there's a lot of other ones, like Dunny Monster. Love you, man. You're always willing to say some nice things. Definitely appreciate that. The Photography Junkie, Millie, she's always saying really nice things. I also hooked up with a new guy, channel called Zoomering. Maybe you guys should check it out. He's just getting himself started, and I wanted to give a shout out to him. Thomas Breithaupt, I think that's how you pronounce your name. If I butchered it, I apologize. David Oppelinger, but he always says really nice things. And I did get a couple of suggestions. And Kevin Clements, definitely don't want to forget him, and Mike Theobald. But I did get a couple of suggestions, and it was from Thomas, and he said, "Hey Mark, great stuff. Have you thought about posting a video in a slideshow so that we can see the images one by one? Please add some audio explaining your thinking for each, and setup would be super. What do you think?" So I kind of thought about that, and I thought, you know what, maybe I should, but I have done videos where I actually recorded the entire shoot. I want to just go ahead and tell you guys exactly how a lot of this sort of came about. First of all, my creative director is one of those just immensely creative people. So he's always going through stuff in his head, and he's just one of those kind of creatives that you just absolutely cannot keep down. He's always just sort of, what can I do next? What can we do now? Blah, 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 blah. So he's constantly got a bunch of ideas. So a lot of times he'll come to me with an idea, and he will not have given me like the months of back thought process that he's had in his head, and then just go, "Hey, so what do you think?" And I'm sitting there, and I'm just sort of looking around the room going, dude, I have absolutely no idea what the hell you just said. And he does that a lot. I mean, he just kind of assumes that everyone is right there with him, and, that I'm going to understand what the hell he's talking about. Thus is with a lot of creative people. Once I finally get the idea down in my head, and I understand the direction that he's wanting to take certain things, then we can go ahead and proceed with, like, sets, costumes, makeup, hair, once we get the models arranged and all that kind of stuff. But another thing that I wanted to kind of inform you guys about was that this is not like for everyone. Creative art shoots are really sort of like abstract painting in a lot of ways. You're not always going to know exactly how you're going to do stuff, what you're going to do when you get there. There are simple, basic photographic principles that I think that everyone should follow, but it isn't always the same process every time. I think if you try to put yourself into a routine, that you end up sort of robbing yourself of some sort of on-the-fly sort of photographic experience. And I don't want to tell anyone how I do what I do specifically, because I don't want you all to just follow me step by step and think that there's a pattern or that there's a mold in order to do certain things. But I did like Thomas's idea about sort of kind of going through the process of, how we set up, what I was kind of thinking when we were doing the shoot, stuff like that. If you guys are interested in a video like that, please leave a comment down below. Let me know that you would be interested in seeing that. Maybe I'll make that happen. Hopefully, maybe even this week, because honestly, I don't have anything else on my schedule. But this week has been pretty well relaxed, and I've been kind of taking it easy, except for my video edit on Monday. But if you guys are interested in something like that, if that would be interesting, I don't want to just, work for, 10 hours on a video and it not be, something that everyone wants to see. Another thing that I was wanting to tell you guys about was that it really does boil down to contacts. Making contact with the right people. It's just like with anything else. You might put out some good work and it'll get noticed. I mean, there's lots and lots of opportunities for anyone to create a piece of art or to, take an amazing photograph, and it will get seen, noticed by somebody. But if it's not being noticed or seen by the somebodies that you want it to be seen by, that's where you have to take some initiative. You have to go and talk to the gallery owners, promoters, just all those kinds of people in the industry, people that have connections to those people that are going to put your work in the kind of light that you want it to be seen in. But it really does boil down to your contacts and who you're getting in touch with and who you're talking to and stuff like that. So a lot of times just some good old-fashioned legwork, some good old-fashioned phone calls, some good old-fashioned face-to-face time with the right people can definitely make a difference in who's seeing your stuff, what they're seeing, are they interested in what you have to offer, stuff like that. And I think that that makes a huge difference. So one other question that I did get and that I did want to answer real fast was that you know, people were kind of asking me, you know, like, well, how much did you make? How much did you sell? Honestly, I don't know. I know that during the reception, which was 3 hours, we sold 3 pieces. And during that 3-hour period, we made roughly $3,000. So not bad. The gallery set the prices. We have no control over that kind of stuff. And they will take a cut. And then the rest of the profits are going to be split 50-50. So other than that, I'm not going to know. I'm not going to bug the gallery director. I'm not going to call him. I'm not going to pester him. I'm just going to let the chips fall where they may. And if I make just a boat ton of money, then so be it. I make a boat ton of money. But I'm not going to bother the gallery director. I'm just going to sort of let them get in contact with me and, you know, just let them say, and here's how you did. So I don't know if that's the right way. I don't know if it's the correct way. All I know is that that's how I'm going to do it this time. And if it is determined at a later date that, you know, maybe I should be more engaged or whatever, then I certainly will. So, okay, so now I'm done with the update. So thanks again for stopping here at the Photo Video Show. I'm your host, Smart Puckett, and I will see you guys again on the next one. Peace.